Spider mite, especially red spider mite, is a destructive pest that thrives in hot, dry conditions like conservatories and greenhouses. Here, my cucumber plants are being affected by spider mite, and the first thing you'll notice is mottled leaves. This is where the insect is feeding on the underside of the leaf, sucking all of the sap out. As the infestation gets heavier and you start to look more closely, one of the things you'll start to see is webbing with tiny little insects in it. These are the spider mites. To help control spider mites, we have a number of products that can be used. They are all organic or natural and are very, very effective. The first is red spider mite traps. These sticky wax traps are hung above the growing points of the plants, and as the mites crawl upwards they get stuck in the trap. We then have Amblyseius Andersonii sachets, which are a low and high temperature predator that you simply introduce into the crop. Phytoseiulus is a predator which likes 16 degrees or above, and so is normally introduced in the middle of the season. And finally, we have ladybird larvae. These are native Adalia bipunctata larvae that are simply introduced onto the plant. Red band sticky glue traps are the simplest solution. They're simply suspended above the crop with the string at the bottom attached to the plant, and as the mites climb upwards, they climb up the string and get caught on the trap. Amblyseius Andersonii is a low temperature predator which can be used to control red spider mite. Supplied in sachets, each sachet contains a colony of Amblyseius Andersonii that over a 6-week period will emerge to hunt out spider mites and eat them. Amblyseius Andersonii works at temperatures above 10 degrees and is particularly good at very hot temperatures above 30. Simply position the sachets on the plants and the mites will emerge to eat the spider mite. Next is Phytoseiulus. This is a small predator that loves temperatures between 16 and 25 degrees and is the most effective control for red spider mite. It comes in tubes packed in vermiculite, and they're basically little red dots that run around, and they are simply introduced onto the crop. You can actually tip them onto the affected leaves. Don't worry if any drops off. Just sprinkle it all over the crop. And then at the end, pop them at the bottom of the plant so that any that are left can run out. Finally, we have ladybird larvae. These are used a lot in America to control spider mite, but these are native British ladybird larvae, Adalia bipunctata. They come in trays of 50 or 100, and as you can see, they are very active. The larvae come in packs on little bits of paper, so you can just tease the larvae out and introduce them onto the crop on the bits of paper. And from there, they'll spread out and feast on spider mite. The larvae stay as larvae for about 3 to 5 weeks, after which time they'll turn into native Adalia bipunctata ladybirds, and they can spread out into your garden. All of these controls, the traps, the Amblyseius Andersonii sachets, Phytoseiulus and ladybird larvae are available from Green Gardener at www.greengardener.co.uk.